Hello, trail travelers. It is Carrie and Katarina, and we are in the middle of the Sonoran Desert. We are in Arizona today, and we're hitting a trail called New River Canyon. Now, a lot of people think this is the trail that should have been a badge of honor versus right across the street, which is Table Mesa Road, which is like the easiest dirt road you can ever possibly go on. This, on the other hand, is supposed to be pretty challenging. This should be a lot of fun. It's going to take us, probably about 3 hours to get through it. Looks like there's some good obstacles. We're aired down. We're ready to go. Let's go hit the trail.
We are getting started here on New River Canyon. We have been looking forward to doing this trail for a while, ever since someone told us about it when we posted our Table Mesa video. This is about 19 and a half miles long, and we say you should budget 3 to 3.5 hours for it. Trails Off-Road rates at a 5.6, and it is a point-to-point. You're going to get to the end, and you're done. Now you can either turn around and do another 3.5 hours back, or circle all the way around to get back to the freeway, which will take you a while, at least an hour to circle around. There is no signs and there is no cell signal, so you need to have your route mapped out before you get to the end of the trail. So use Gaia or something to create a route and have that ready to go, because it is very confusing when you get to the end as to how it is to get back to civilization. So keep that in mind. Now, this trail does require a permit. It is an Arizona state land use permit. You get that. I'll put a link on the screen so you can see where to do it. I'll put a link in the description. This is $15 for an individual, and that's good for 12 months. A family plan, which is 2 adults and all the children, for a year is $20. Or you can do a group. If you're going out there with a group of friends, it's up to 19 adults for 5 days for $15. I think for a lot of people, that's going to be the preferred plan. So let's get back to the trail. So far, it's been some pretty easy going on some nice smooth dirt. Now we're crossing the New River, which, it's full of river rock. It's pretty rough and rocky here. We are at waypoint 3 at 1.71 miles in. And in this area, there are some great camping areas off in different directions. So if you're into that, check those areas out. All right, we are 5.1 miles in, and at waypoint number 10. Off to our right is a big campsite, big enough for a number of vehicles. Now, something interesting here is these old posts that apparently held a sign of some kind in the past. Not sure what that's all about. But in front of us, Trails Off-Road says it's one of the more intimidating hill climbs of the entire trail. I can't wait to see what that's all about. Now, one of the reasons why this section is intimidating is you have a long, steep, very rocky, very loose surface road, and it's a shelf road. So yeah, it's got a lot going for it. You can see how much we're bouncing around up here. Well, we've been doing some climbing in altitude as we've been going through the desert, looking at these beautiful saguaro cactuses, but now it's time to go down. And we're going down into the Cholla Basin. So, little change of terrain, still gonna be fun. And we're just continuing to work our way down these switchbacks. Again, nice low gear in a low range, so you don't pick up speed. There's been a few little rocks and some minor little obstacles along the way. Still, you know, maybe a solid 4, 4.5 on here. But not difficult. But I still think this trail has some surprises for us up ahead. But we'll see. We're coming down in the bottom of this, I think it's Cholla Basin. We got some really, really beautiful saguaro cactuses right here. Unlike Table Mesa Road, so many of them were just destroyed, shot up with shotguns and handguns and stuff. So many of these that are right next to the road are almost pristine. They are just so beautiful. Yeah. And it's probably because it's a little harder to get out here. You can't just bring your everyday car out on this road like you can on Table Mesa. Oh, look at that one over there. It's got a little baby bud on it, where an arm is going to start. That's really cool. But to see these out here that are just in such beautiful condition it's really something. I mean, we're getting to enjoy the nature rather than be disgusted by what people have done to it. This is a little different terrain here. We got some nice sand. Only for a moment though, before we get into a pretty decent climb right here. This is really
the first major obstacle here, and I'm just going to be in manual 1, 4 low, and we're just gonna crawl up this. I mean, it's not even really tippy. I only got 7 degrees out of that. I really thought I was gonna get a little more angle going. Oh, there we go, 15 degrees to the right, and we just kind of drive right out of this. I mean, it was fun, short, but it's a fun little obstacle. We're gonna make a big turn here, and we're gonna see this beautiful cactus. Look at this guy right in front of us. Look at that guy. Man, that thing has got to be 200 years old. Just absolutely amazing. This spot here is some monsoon damage, and yeah, it's going to be a little sketchy for some people, and it is a pretty significant drop there, but I think the best thing to do is just going to be to drive through it. Yeah, we got 15 degrees, 17 degrees, and just right on through. Some more damage here. This is just gonna feel pretty tippy. We'll go through here, 14, 15, 15, 14, 18, 12, and then back up. So that definitely felt a little tippy. And then into a big rock climb. It is absolutely amazing being around these Swarrows. They are so pretty. They're in such good condition. Okay, we have got a pretty significant drop here with some pretty large rocks. So we are just gonna try and use some good tire placement. Just gonna go down in manual 1 so that I barely have to touch the brakes at all. And gravity is gonna be my friend on this one. We'll just take it nice and slow. No need to be bouncing on these. This is where our big 38s are really coming in handy. I don't have to worry about bottoming out on anything going down this. This is a pretty rough section of river rock here. Now, being aired down is really going to make this a little smoother for us. Just a nice light touch. Nice light touch. That's what I meant. And we'll just cruise through the riverbed. Doesn't look like there's a very smooth line over here, though.
Keep going.
So, kind of an unusual collection of rocks in front of us here. Just some big, giant boulders. And it looks like we have a pretty fun climb coming up ahead of us, too. Yeah, this climb should be kind of fun right here. Do it.
You can see how steep this is. We're just gonna get over these big rocks here. Oof. Those are some big boulders in the river there. Yep, we got 17-degree pitch. Really not much on the roll there. I mean, it's very kind of rutted out. So we're kind of getting tossed around quite a bit. But still, pretty easy climb. But look at this. Look how these rocks are stacked. Is that not super unusual right there? That is bizarre. There's no other big rocks. And these are just all in one big pile right here. Definitely different. Look at those giant boulders. And we're coming down into this valley section here. We got cholo cactus, we got some of those flat paddle cactuses, whatever they're called. Not a lot of the big swirls on this side, but this is pretty close. I'm not exact, but we're pretty close to the halfway point right now. This trail is about 19.5 miles, and we're right around the 10-mile mark right now. Now, up ahead of us, it says there's an obstacle with no bypass. So that sounds rather ominous. But we've made it this far, so is everybody else. Up ahead of us, there's like a forerunner or something. He hasn't had any problems. We have a pretty rocky drop, and all I see is a huge pile of rocks in front of us. So we'll have to see what that is when we get there. Yeah, it's a big pile of rocks. Now this big pile of rocks was formed from the monsoons of 2021. Now, we should just be able to basically drive through it, just taking our time and picking a good line. If you have smaller tires, you're really going to want a spotter to get you through this. I don't think good old Optimus here is going to have any real difficulty doing anything. Just driving right through it. Nice and easy. You could take an easy line or a harder line through this next section here. We're gonna go straight on at it, which would be a little more difficult of a line. If you go to the left, you might find it a little bit easier to go over.
More pinstripes.
With these tires, yeah, we didn't have any problems. We're not scraping on anything. We got it to about a 20-degree roll on that. So you wouldn't get quite as tippy if you stayed to the left there. But in and out. We got another drop into the riverbed with some big rocks here. And it looks like somebody brought a vehicle out here to probably dump. No idea how long that thing's been sitting here.
but it's definitely not in the best of shape.
Now for a while here, we've got some sand, we've got rocks, we've got sand, we've got rocks. There's times that you can get a little bit of speed. There's times that you have to slow down a little bit. Now right around the corner here is a very large riverbed obstacle. You can immediately go to the left and go down a much easier route, or you can try going over these rocks, which of course that's what we're going to do. And we're just going to take it nice and easy, feel our way through these rocks, try not to break anything.
Nice and easy. Letting Katarina do some spotting up there. Putting us in really good position. I really can't see a thing, so I am completely relying on Katarina's spotting skills down there to get us through this. And we're almost down. That wasn't bad at all. That was super, super fun. That was just awesomeness right there.
Well, we've definitely seen a terrain change here. Some really cool big boulders on both sides of the road in this area. We haven't seen any major obstacles in a while. Don't know if there's any more, but so far it's been smooth sailing for a while. Now when you get to this intersection, you'll see a sign that says 41 to the right, which is the main trail. We're going to head over to the left where it says it's a good place for lunch. There's a little bit of shade and there's a nice riverbed full of sand to play in. But watch out for the cows.
That shade or the shade?
That shade.
And we're gonna go back up, grab some shade, and have some lunch. Where's the shade you speak of?
Over there.
Got a nice little stop for lunch. We're gonna head down the berm. Now we'll go and try and find the little trail where we came down. It's right over here. And we'll work our way back to the main trail. Now from the spot that we had lunch, continuing on the trail, the road condition on average is quite a bit smoother. It's a lot sandier.
There's still rough sections and rocky sections, but it's far and away overall more smooth than the first half of the trail. Coming up ahead, you'll see a intersection here, and this goes off to the left, which would be north, and that is Forest Road 374. So looks like this side has some extra exploring you could do. We're going to go over the cattle guard here. That just looks like it goes back into the mountains. Now coming up here on our right is Forest Road 17. That one will take you up to New River Mesa. The road is extremely rough and rocky. So you want something even rougher and rockier, I guess, you can take Forest Road 17. But again, it just kind of tells you on this side, there are some other things that you can do to continue your day out here. Once you start passing those trailheads, according to Trails Off-Road, that'll help you find them. I actually switched back up to 4 high. I didn't think I needed the low gears anymore. We're able to go through here at a faster speed. No reason to put the extra strain on the motor by running at high RPMs. So 4-wheel high, and we are cruising our way through the trail. Well, we have reached the end of New River Canyon. This trail was a blast. We both had fun driving different sections of it. There were some good obstacles. This is a great kind of a mid-intermediate or low intermediate trail. There's definitely a couple of spots where a really experienced spotter can come in handy. And what you're gonna do at this point, we came in this way and we're gonna head out, and there's an intersection right up above. Now, if you go left, you'll go into Yavapai County or Bloody Basin. If you make a right, we're gonna head back into town. So that's what we're gonna do, because we're gonna swing back around and head back north. So thanks for watching, everybody. This has been Carrie and Katarina here at Trail Traveler. Be safe out there. We'll see you on the trails.